Hello, my dear friends. I'm so glad to see you. Well, I can't see you. You can see me, but I just assume you're there and smiling. Because I love you. Right? Right. 3 books. Sometimes a tiger. I want to be big. And look how big this book is. Compared to the other. That's massive. And finally, Monster Scared. Ready? All right, here we go. Sometimes a Tiger by Z.B. Asterplume. And there's our character. And his mommy. It was another not-so-shiny day. Hungry for possibilities, Dario opened the pantry door. There was a can of beans, pretzels, pickles, the usual breakfast stuff. Pickles for breakfast? But there was something else inside. What is that? What could that be? Guess it could be a dog or a cat. Oh, wow! The kids at school are going to love you. When Dario went outside to wait for the bus, kids stared at him, befuddled. "You can't take that on the bus," said Arnold. "I'm not sure you're even allowed to have one," said Jenny. Dario thought it was possible. And as he squeezed in next to Arnold, he wondered how many other possibilities a not-so-shiny day might hold. That morning, the students in Miss Voll's class were having trouble concentrating. "Dario," Miss Voll said, "my classroom is a bit out of sorts. Do you have any idea why?" Dario grinned. "I can think of a possibility." "Wait a minute. I saw a tiger, but now look what showed up." Everywhere Dario went, folks saw what could be. "Wait a minute. Look at that baker. Look at that baker's assistant. What is that? It looks like a beaver to me." Instead of just what was. "Well, I know that's not normal. What is that, an octopus in the grocery store?" We've seen a tiger, a monkey, a beaver, and an octopus. There's a lot of what could be, including old Mr. Townie, who had a hard time seeing anything at all. Until Dario strolled past a hole in his fence. Look at all of these animals. It's like everybody has their own animal now. There's a whale, and something that looks like a flamingo, but I don't know if that's a flamingo. And way in the back, I see a bear. And there's the seal and lots of butterflies. And an ostrich. And, oh my, I see a polar bear flying a kite. That is a lot of possibilities. Clouds rolled in. It started to rain. Hard, gray rain. The kind of rain that sends even the most daring souls skittering for cover. "See you tomorrow," said Jenny. "Make sure you bring, well, you know," said Arnold. Dario nodded and waved goodbye. Back home, Dario crept to the pantry and peeked inside. Alas, it was gray in there too. Belly grumbling, he shook off the wet, rolled up his sleeves, and began making dinner. After all, even on not-so-shiny days, there are plenty of possibilities. And sometimes, a tiger. The end. So for our other two books, what animal is going to be sitting next to you? I have a dragon. You can't see him. He's behind this screen, but he likes books too. He's got his eyes closed, just snoring a little bit. I hope he wakes up for this next one. This book is called I Want to Be Big by Tiffany Golden and pictures by Sawyer Cloud. Those are some big shoes. I want to be big. I want to be big. Bigger than Big Brother, bigger than Big Sister, bigger than Mom, bigger than Dad, bigger than everyone. Big! When you're big, you can mess up your room, eat all the candy, stay up really late, reach the tallest counter. You can swim with the sharks, be best friends with Bigfoot, dig to the center of the earth, go to the moon. Nobody's your boss when you're big. Make me big. Whoa. I am big. Look, he was standing on the picnic table there. He's that big. Now, he's not that big anymore. Now he's that big. Bigger than Big Brother, bigger than Big Sister, bigger than Mom, bigger than Dad, bigger than everyone. Big. Nobody's my boss. Yay! I can drive really big cars and jet ski the ocean. Skateboard on rainbows or jump really far. Being big is so much fun, I bet. Being bigger will be even better. Bigger than bears, bigger than trees, bigger than buildings, bigger than everything. Make me bigger! How big is he gonna get? Uh-oh. I am big. Bigger than a whale, bigger than a redwood, bigger than a mountain, bigger than everything. There's him. And there's the whale. Oh no! Bigger is too big! Too big to tame lions. Too big to wrestle bears, or give piggyback rides, or wear my favorite red pants. No piggyback rides. No red pants. And march with the ants. Too big to jump in puddles with Big Brother, or find terrific treasures with Big Sister, or sit on Mom's cozy lap or Dad's strong shoulders. Too big for everything that I love. This is not how I thought it would be. I just want to make my own sandwich and get my own cookies. Do things for myself and not wait for someone big. Humph. I think. Yep, look. I think he's back to normal size. Not big enough to reach the cookies yet. But that is some good thinking. He got a stepladder. Hey, I may be small, smaller than Big Brother, smaller than Big Sister, smaller than Mom, smaller than Dad, smaller than everyone. But with a little help, I can do anything. Including, apparently, making a cookie sandwich. That looks gross to me. Piggyback ride. The end. So don't be in a hurry to be big. Finally, monster scared. Ooh. There are a lot of scary monsters. There's a monster in my attic. You'd probably think that the monster would be super loud and make a hullabaloo racket, but really it's so quiet, I have to use my long ears to hear it. When I close my eyes, I can see the monster dancing behind my eyelids. Then I draw what I see and show it to my mom. She says I'm good at drawing and that it's pretty scary, that monster. Don't you want me to write your name on the drawing? Mom asks. I shake my head. I don't want my name anywhere near that monster. Mom hangs my drawing on the fridge anyway, and I place a magnet over the monster's eyes. Then I hear a sound. I don't even need to use my long ears. I know it's the monster. It's building a trap. Not a bear trap, but a kid trap. With favorite book, pretty stones, ice cream, my best friend Snake, soda, best stick, and all the candy I like. And look what's above it. A big kid-sized cage. My mom says what I'm hearing isn't the monster, just an animal in the attic building a hidey hole. Easy for her to say. So she's thinking of animals like squirrels or bats, maybe weasels. Should we go up and check? Mom asks. She must be nuts. No way I'm going to the attic. I'm busy, I say. Busy doing what? Mom asks. Something, I say. Then I hide under my blanket. I try to cover my ears, but it's hard when they're so long. Under the blanket, the monster grows. I completely forgot that monsters feed on darkness. Looks like someone's ready to brush teeth. Mom comes into my room. She thinks I want to go to bed. Can I sleep with you? I squeak from under the blanket. The darkness in Mom's bed is softer and rounder, and monsters don't like that kind of darkness, but Mom thinks I should sleep in my own bed. I tuck the blanket tightly around my body so that only my head and ears stick out. No toes or fingers. Then I lie and stare at the shadows in the dark. I am on guard duty. At night, I hear rustling in the corner where I keep my crayons. I know the monster is drawing a picture of me. A picture where I look super ugly. I'm too scared to run to Mom's room. I'm too scared to open my mouth and yell for help. I'm almost too scared to breathe. Why didn't you just come to my room? Mom asks when I tell her the next morning. She doesn't understand that at night, her bed is very far away. Thousands of feet. The path is dangerous. The monsters lie in wait. Is it really the dark you're afraid of? Remember that it disappears when you turn on the lights. Mom doesn't understand that the light switch is also far away. Really far. The attic has been quiet all morning. I think the monster is asleep. After all, it was up all night to scare me. Then I have an idea. An almost monster-sized idea. I make an orchestra. I play the drum and flute and turn up the radio. I sing as loud as I can. What's going on in here? Mom asks. She thinks I'm just making noise. I'm making music, I tell her. Then Mom has an idea. She's going to get something from the attic. Do you want to come? She asks. Now I'm sure she's nuts. No way I'm going up there. Okay, stay here then, Mom says. I'll be back in a bit. I think for a second. I don't want to be alone. I'd rather go with Mom to the attic. Wait, I say. I need to get something too. The attic is a lot smaller than I thought. Mom has to bend to get around. If a monster lives up here, I guess it can't be that big. I also don't see a kid trap anywhere. There are only fun things. Mom digs through the boxes and finally finds what she was looking for. Her old trumpet. I can have it for my orchestra. If I don't play it all the time. I promise not to. What's that drawing? Mom asks after we come down. What drawing? I ask. That nice, scary drawing you made yesterday. It was right here on the fridge. I'll just make a new one, I reply and shrug. I don't need to tell her that I hung the drawing up in the attic. And now it says to monster. There really was a monster in the attic! The end. That's it. My dragon's really asleep now. But we still have to sing to each other. He'll be okay. You ready? Stick out your fists. Stick out your pinky finger. And your pointy finger. And now your thummy finger. And this means, I love you, because I do. You ready? Here we go. I love you, goodbye. I love you, goodbye. I love you. I love you. I love you. Goodbye. I'll see you next time.